Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The new world is as yet behind the veil of destiny. In my eyes, however, its dawn has just been revealed. Allama Iqbal. My name is Marwan Atiq Raza Khan. I'm a Canadian Pakistani who has just finished his bachelor's degree in political science in Canada. I've also written two books. My first book, A Decisive History of the 1965 Indo-Pakistani War, was published when I was 17. I also wrote a second book, The 27 Laws for Success and Happiness, in the summer of 2021. Though I live in Canada, I visit Pakistan at least once a year to work on different charity projects and ventures. In January 2020, I founded a charity called Pencils and Erasers in Swat. Through fundraising and crowdsourcing, the charity has provided free school supplies to hundreds of students and continues to pay the fees consisting of transportation costs as well as uniform fees to hundreds more today. My crowning achievement, however, has and always will be the construction of a primary school in the village of Sandoka. It's an isolated village in Lower Swat, and this school is the very first that the village has ever had. And what's more, the children in the village are now attending it absolutely free of charge. Honorable Chief Guest, honorable guests, attendees, viewers, both online and offline, and my fellow Pakistanis, Assalamu alaikum. We're gathered here today to speak on social media, specifically about apps like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. These apps have entered and taken our lives in the past couple of years. My goal here is not to scare you. I'm sure your mom and your dad, your chacha and your chachi, your dada and dadi, they've done enough to scare you of the ills and horrors of using Facebook, Twitter, and what have you. I'm not here to do that. I want to focus on the endless possibilities that await us when we channel our focus on using the internet for the greater good. So, the greater good can mean certain things in different contexts. But in this specific context, what I mean by the greater good is the working for the betterment of your fellow human being, for the fellow Pakistani. It means working for our families, our relatives. It means working for our neighbors and community members. It means working for our villages, our towns, and our cities. Our fellow Pakistanis, and yes, everyone across the world. Unfortunately, it is with great sadness that our people, our young kids, are not feeling safe on social media. There's bullying, there's harassment, there's blackmailing, there's all kind of insidious and nefarious activities that plague our virtual lives. There are even some people, and this is perhaps the greatest danger of social media, who have channeled negative energy into mocking those who are financially beneath them. And they say juicy catchphrases like, "Eh gharibo," for what? And you guys all know who I'm referring to. For what? To get a couple of views and likes? Are likes and views the height of our ambitions? Are they the sum of our aspirations? My people, my compatriots, my fellow Pakistanis, how will we progress? How will we advance if we do not work for the betterment of our people? If we do not work for the betterment and welfare of each other? How can one Pakistani move forward if he or she cuts the leg of the person in front of him? How can we compete with other countries who are sending rockets to the moon while we are not united among ourselves? So I regularly get this question, so you have a charity, you're getting good grades in university, you're writing books, you're doing all of this, right? So how do you manage your time? How do you do this? How do you do that? I'll tell you what motivates and encourages me. Why I work day and night in one thing or another. I am driven by the desire to help my fellow human being. I'm driven by the pleasure I attain from seeing a smile on the face of any child that gets free school supplies or is able to go to school. In my heart, there's a raging fire that burns for the Pakistani farmer who toils under the blazing sun and the Pakistani daily wage earner who goes out every single morning. He goes out to earn a livelihood, to put food on his family's table for that very night. My people, and message is specifically geared towards this generation. I came all the way here just for you, just for this message. It is up to us, the future generation, to plan and implement positive change. My fellow Pakistanis, I beg you to broaden your thinking. Work hard and dream of success, not only for yourself, but also for those around you.